Hello. Happy Tuesday. How many people we got in here? Let me see and make sure that everything is going. Oh my, y'all are already chatting. Leslie says tonight's ad was for a girdle. Oh, bless your heart. I'm so happy that you could make it. There's Cindy and Suzette and Emma from Pip and Poppycock. Hello. You could hear the backstage Could you hear me drinking water before I turned my camera? Because you're not supposed to. Hi, Kim Nelson and Amy and Leonie. Hello, Alita. Save your sanity. Oh no, is somebody trying to take your Jesus from you, Emma? You could hear gurgling. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look into that. That's not good. Hello, Trish. Did you hear my kid in the kitchen getting ice out of the ice maker? I was like, oh Lord, please let him be done before I have to go live. You heard typing. Whew. Okay, well, I was just taking a sippy sip. That's all. Hello, Leanne. Oh, well, okay then, I'm gonna have to figure that out. Either that or be really super quiet. I'm allowed sippy sips? Thank you. That's very kind of you. Sounded like pop being poured to you. Huh. I don't know why that... No, it was water. It was a water bottle. Dasani. Hello, Becky. Yay, you got to watch live. And Leanne is in. Were you stuck in an ad? I'm so sorry, but I appreciate you watching the ad. What am I doing? Jesus. I'm already getting myself distracted and messing up. Oh, have y'all had a good week? I've had a good week. I have had lots of fun watching Chantel's pictures she has left for Bendigo. So for those of you who aren't Australian, Bendigo is a huge fiber festival. It's the biggest fiber festival in Australia. And Chantel from Fiberific goes to it every year. So I've been watching those pictures. Cindy says, what you making? Hello, Josiah. Hi, Tina. I am making squares, smaller granny squares to go on the blanket. Remember I was rather, working on this blanket, and then I decided to stop doing the rounds, and I'm going to make smaller squares to go around the edge of it. Nope, not starting a new project. Still working on the same one. Oh, thank you, Cindy. And thank you, Christy, for reminding the thumbs up. Yes. Yes, yes. Whew. It has been a week, y'all. I've been going crazy trying to get ready for my holiday. Hello, Sandra from Greenville, Tennessee. Hello, Rebecca. Did I already say hello to you, Rebecca? If not, hello again. It's 1, 2, 3. Whew. What yarn am I using? You ready to laugh? I am using Red Heart Super Saver, but there's a reason. This blanket that I am making is for a 2-year-old. And 2-year-olds are very rough on everything, as I'm sure we are all aware. And I did not want to use a different yarn for the 2-year-old. Aw, thank you, Leanne. Oh, Alita hurt her wrist and she's still on no crochet. Mercy. Thank you, Nancy. Super Saver is really sturdy. Yes, it is. It's horrible on my hands, and I only work on this blanket while I'm doing the live chats because, you know, it's just granny squares. So there's no copyright infringement or anything like that, me working on this. But my skin is so sensitive that when I get finished after these 2 hours of crocheting, my hands hurt for days because of how rough it is. Thank you, Rebecca. Just trying to see which side I need to pull. There we go. Hello, Patricia. Whew. Here we go. Where am I? Lord, I done got myself all twisted around. I am not with a program. I'm really not. Go! Hello. Thank you, Suzette, and thank you, Christy and Trish. You guys are so sweet. Technically, my birthday is tomorrow, but we have a lot of Australians and New Zealand people here, so it's my birthday now there. Alita said, I was looking at the yarn you shared and I am very interested in selling it if possible. Which yarn? I don't know which yarn you're talking about, Alita. Thank you, Becky. Sandra said, I don't like to use it a lot. I will use it some, though, the holidays to make some little stuffed toys. Yeah, I don't like to use it at all. In fact, if I can avoid it, I do. Because I just don't. But for this specific instance, and I'm going to have to do it again because there's another 2-year-old. So I am going to have to do another one. But I'm not going to be happy about it. It's not going to be an enjoyable experience. Chrissy said, good way to celebrate your birthday for 2 days. Yes. I remember when I was younger, I used to, it was like the whole week was my birthday week. Any excuse to celebrate. Leanne said, did you manage to find room for all of your new pretties, or do you need my address for the surplus? No, I found room, and actually all of that yarn was not for me. Only a third of it was for me, so a third of it has already been shipped out to its new owner. But I just got to unbox it all here. Sandra said, is that a standing double crochet to start? Yes, I always start with standing stitches if I can do so, because I don't like chaining up. I am very, very OCD, so if I can see small differences, then I'm not happy with it at all. Whew. Did I put, oh geez, I've got to get with the program. Have you tried using the knitting gloves from Joann's? It may help. You know, I've never heard of knitting gloves. What are knitting gloves? Never even heard of them. Becky says, I love this yarn for little ones, still pretty sturdy, but not much softer. Oh, paint box yarns. You know, Paint Box is the house brand of Love Crochet and Love Knitting. They're owned by a company called Love Crafts. So it's Love Knitting and Love Crochet is the only place where you can get paint box yarn. They don't sell to anybody else. Leanne's not a fan of the chain up either. Nope. I am not a fan. Don't like it at all. I just don't think, ooh, somebody's going at my front door. Of course. 'Cause I'm live. Whew. I just think that, like, I can see the difference in it, and because I can see the difference in it, I think other people are going to be able to see the difference in it, and I don't ever like giving anything away where there's a mistake in it, or if it looks like it might be a mistake, I get all phobic about that because I'm crazy. Oh, the invisible joins, yes. I like invisible joins, but I only use them at the very end of a project unless I am forced to do a chain up, because it just takes too much stinking time and I just want to sit here and crochet. That's horrible, isn't it? Tina said they are like compression gloves so your hands don't hurt. I have 2 sizes and use the larger ones when I use rough gloves. Hello, Darlene. You know, I didn't even know that those were a thing. Are they hot? Because I get really hot when I crochet. And then I get cold or hot flashes on the normal anyways. Oh, you know what? I probably should not. I started that square wrong. Mercy. Only me. It's okay. It'll be okay. I think I have a pair of what is called arthritis gloves, huh? Aw, thank you, Alita. You guys make me smile too. I love our weekly chats because it's a time where I am forced to just sit down and crochet and chit-chat with all of you guys and not do anything else. I'm just going to leave this right here. Can y'all see that? I'm just going to leave that right there so y'all can stare at that, because I'm sure all of you guys have joined in. I'm going to draw for it in about 45 minutes. So if you haven't gone to itscrochetoclock.com and entered for the yarn or the Stylecraft pegs, you probably should do so, because we're going to do that. Is this Clover? Yes, this is a Clover Soft Touch. Hello, Ida from Alabama. Come on. Get through there. Jeez. Oh. Nobody told me if y'all had good weeks. Did y'all have good weeks? I have the whole set of these, Cindy. I love them. I really, really do love them. I have to order, oh shoot. I have to order the steel set. All right. Lord, I cannot get into my groove today. Oh, Daigo's singing to me. Thank you, Daigo. Thank you for reminding everybody, Leslie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, thumbs up and even thumbs down count as interaction for videos, which is why I get such a crack. I get cracked up when people give me thumbs down because they think that they're doing me wrong, but they're not. They're helping me. And then the artificial intelligence sees that there's interaction going on videos, and then they suggest it to others. Damn. Oop. Shoot. Sorry. The problem with live videos is I can't edit out all the times where I use bad words. And there's 33 people watching me, according to Leslie. And I'm coming off the screen. Aw, my birthday is at the, well, depending on where you are, my birthday is the 18th, but we have a lot of people here from Australia and New Zealand, so my birthday is already happening for them. Rebecca's going fishing tomorrow, maybe. Lucky you. Whew. I'm not going fishing, but I can't tell you how happy I am about seeing the ocean again and smelling that salty air. Alita said, is that hard to do knowing you're being watched? No, it's not hard to do. Not hard to do at all. I just have to be super, super careful and not say bad words on camera when I make a mistake. Thank you, Darlene. I do not have any plans because I am leaving on the 19th, which is Thursday. I am leaving to fly home for a week. And I have to leave my house because I live in the middle of nowhere. I have to leave my house at 2:30 in the morning. So I am going to try my best to knock myself out tonight. I'm going to take some ZzzQuil and knock myself out tonight and try to get up early in the morning tomorrow and get all the stuff done that I need to get done and try to go to sleep and take a nap before I have to get up and drive for 2 hours. It's even more complicated because I cross a time zone to get to the nearest airport. So they're an hour ahead of me, so I lose an hour. It's crazy. We know that you're human when you make a mistake. When you make a boo-boo or say a bad word, yeah. Yeah. I'm human. I do that a lot. Good morning, Sally. How's it going over there? Leanne said that it's a pretty quiet week for her. Just started a corner-to-corner unicorn blanket for my granddaughter's birthday at the end of August. I'm using Red Heart Aran. It's not too bad. 2 strands at a time for the chunky look. Woo! Have mercy. Sandra said jet lag before you fly. It's kind of crazy because my family, there are 2 hours 2 hours ahead of me. So whenever I go back, you know, like getting up at say 8 o'clock in the morning on a vacation is normal, but my 8 o'clock is 10 o'clock in the morning their time. So, and then my family tends to get up super early anyways. So it's an adjustment for me. So hopefully, you know, with the way that my flight is going and how I have to switch up my sleeping schedule to get to the airport, hopefully that's going to help me some. But you know what? It's probably not, because I'm going to be so excited to see my family that I'm just going to sit there and gab until midnight their time, which is only 10 o'clock my time, because that's how it always goes. Hello, Suzanne. Cindy is waiting for boxes from Lion, and I am guessing that she means Lion brand. She ordered Chunky to make a cat cave. Look at you, awesome fur baby mama. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Emma. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so sweet. Ugh. I never know what to say when I get super chats. That's only my second one. I'm so grateful. Thank you. I get all teary, and you know, it's funny because I used to make fun of Chantel all the time because she always cries whenever she gets super chats. I get all teary. The only thing is, like, I'm not wearing waterproof mascara, so I'm afraid that I'll end up looking like the Joker. Hello, Denise. No Cheetos today. Y'all, if y'all are not part of the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group, Suzanne is working on the Queen Gypsy shawl, and she's doing it in all white, and she posted a picture. You could see she was watching TV on her computer and she was working on her shawl, but she had a bag of Cheetos there and she was eating them with chopsticks, and it was the first thing before I saw anything else. I saw white thread and Cheetos and I went, oh my Lord. Cindy said, what is Super Chat? Super Chat is a button that you can hit down at the bottom underneath where you type. It's a little $sign, and it is a way to donate money or give money to YouTubers. That's what Super Chat is. And it's a way whenever you're in really, really busy live YouTubes and you want to ask a question to somebody and you really want it to pop up, it will, whatever you say will hang up at the top. You can see Emma's on the right side of it. It looks a little dark, and then on the left side of it, it's lighter. That's because there's a timer that's going, and the higher the dollar amount, it changes colors, and the longer the message stays up at the top for everybody else to see. It's just a way for people to help out channels. Ida said that she eats buttery popcorn with chopsticks while she crochets. I never even never even thought to do anything like that. Sally said, what's that pretty yarn that's sitting in the top left corner? This is one of the skeins that I am giving away tonight for the July giveaway. I posted a video about it a couple days ago. This is from a place called Fleece Artist in Nova Scotia, and it is 70% superfine merino wool and 30% tinsel, and there's 2 of these, and it is 360 meters, 113 grams in each skein, and those are being given away tonight, as well as the Stylecraft pegs. So if you haven't entered that drawing, you might want to open up another browser window and go to itscrochetoclock.com and enter, because I'm going to be drawing it at about 7 my time, so in about 40 minutes, right around there. Hello, Shauna. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's really pretty yarn, and the colors in it, like the camera doesn't really do it justice. There is just this beautiful fiery orange and these deep reds and bold blues, and this right here is actually a jade color. Y'all will remember from last week we had issues with jade showing up, but that's a I mean, it's beautiful, beautiful yarn. Oh, I did it again. Stop it. Oh, Becky says it's so pretty, but she's allergic to wool. You know, a lot of people are allergic to wool. A lot. It's a very, very common allergy. Come on, flip over. Yes, I fuss at the yarn as I'm working with it. Cindy said all she has is a chat line, no smiley either. Are you on a mobile device? That's kind of strange. Because you're logged in. Obviously, you're logged in. That's weird. Oh, I keep doing this. I keep forgetting to carry my yarn. See, Ida's allergic too, Becky. You're not alone. Bunches of people. Are you using the app, or are you using the browser? Because if you're using the browser, you might have to switch to desktop mode. Leslie said, does anyone else start sneezing when they are crocheting really fast, like from the fibers flying into your nose? No. No, I cannot say that that is an issue that I have ever had. Thank you for the birthday gift, Emma. It is greatly appreciated. Yep, you may need to update your app, Cindy. That's the only thing I can think of. Leslie said, I know it sounds funny, but it happens to me, and it happened to a gal in my group today. Huh. I've never... Yes, Sally, it is worldwide. Worldwide giveaway. Thank you, Jeanette. Hello, Kimberly from North Carolina. Oh, stop it. I just being funny. I just said, no, Leslie, but my vision seems to get blurry because I crochet so fast, especially with a glass of wine. Why is this thing? Boy, I'm having issues. I am making a blanket for a 2-year-old for the past couple weeks, with the exception of last week, because all of my crocheting time was taken up by unboxing yarn. I did a really big granny square, and now I am going to make smaller granny squares to go around those, or to go around that one. Come on. And I'm not doing a very good job of it. It's just granny squares. I don't know what my issue is. Karen says, hello from the bayous of Louisiana. Hello. Aw, happy birthday from Holland. Thank you. But say it's more the wine than the crochet. Y'all, I can't drink wine and crochet. I will have a hot mess if I try to drink wine and crochet. Can't happen. Because I just can't concentrate. Oh, Kim said, wow, no ads. I had to pop out twice and not one ad. Wow. Well, lucky you. That's good. I know that there's ads running because Leslie got one for, what was it that you got? Oh, what was it? Oh, girdles. She got an ad for a girdle. Dago said, you go ahead and cry at your birthday. You deserve it and more. No, I'm not going to cry, because then my mascara is going to run, and because it's not waterproof. No. We're not going to have... I'm from the South, and I was like... I go to bed with makeup on the off chance that there's going to be a fire and somebody might see me. I'm not going to look like the Joker in front of everybody. These things are recorded. Rebecca said, try knitting lace while drinking whiskey. Not a good mix. No. I cannot imagine so. Cannot imagine so. Yay, Sally entered. Good for you, Sally. Whew. Are y'all crocheting right now? Are y'all working on stuff? Kim said she can't remember the last time she wore makeup. Whew. I look dead if I don't put something on my face. I don't wear makeup all the time. Like if I'm not leaving the house, I don't wear makeup. And if I'm not filming or coming on here live, then I don't put makeup on. But if I'm going out somewhere, I have to, like, my skin is so white, it's close to translucent. Amy is doing a cow, Nancy's crocheting, Stacy is crocheting a shawl with sock weight yarn. Ooh, I'll bet you that's gonna be pretty. Jeanette's trying to figure out what she's going to do next. Suzette she has us outside with her dog. Karen, to enter the giveaway, you go to itscrochetoclock.com and there is a form to fill out. There's a post there about the giveaway, and you'll enter the code 7017 is 0, wait. Was it 0717? What was my code, y'all? Hold on. 7017. I don't even remember what my code was, and I've been looking at it. Mercy. Sandra just finished a Panda Lovey Star Baby blanket and a little girl's poncho, and now she has a summer vest started. Wow. No, you don't say it in chat. You have to fill it out on the form on itscrochetoclock.com because it all goes into an Excel spreadsheet. Oh. It's just a code, so I know that people are actually entering. It was just a random number that popped up into my head. It doesn't mean anything. Oh, sorry. You asked what it was. They were just answering you. Truth. Thank you, guys. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's... Make it 6. Alright, I'm going to stop on that one right there. Trisha's working on a chevrons and diamonds throw. Dum, dum, dum. There's one square down of like 20. I'm gonna have to start working on this other than during live chats, because if I only work on this during live chats, I'm never going to get it done. Suzette said, I love your clippers. Can I ask where you got them? Do you know, I have had these clippers for so long. I've probably had these things for at least 15 years. I mean, at the very least, 15 years. It's by a company called Bead Landing. I don't even know if they make them anymore. I don't know where I bought them. I would imagine that I bought them at some place like Walmart or Michael's back then, because I wasn't smart enough to buy things like this online back then. So that's all that I can tell you. Denise has been working on a virus blanket. Daigo said, I think I entered, I didn't forget confirmation and was afraid to resubmit and get bumped out. Daigo, I don't think that, I don't remember seeing your name. I mean, there was a lot of entries, but I know your name, so I think that I would have remembered seeing your name. I didn't see your name. Cindy, you went to the browser version and you couldn't chat because it threw you into the mobile version. Up at the top in your browser on your iPad, there will be like a little blue bar or something, and it will say take you to desktop mode, and you just click on that and it'll look just like it would if you were on a computer. Kim said, can you please explain if you breach copyright if you made crochet inspired off of a Disney character? Okay, so here's the thing, and I probably should have made it a lot more clearer in my video. You can create a pattern for a licensed character or for a trademarked item. You can absolutely do that. What you cannot do is you cannot sell that pattern. You can create a lovey or a blanket or a stuffy or whatever you want that's Mickey Mouse or some other licensed character or trademarked logo, but you cannot sell that item. So if you are making a Mickey Mouse blanket for your grandchild and you give that to them, that's fine, but you cannot sell it to somebody. That's where the issue comes in. The issue comes in when money is exchanged or when you are selling so much of something that it deprives the copyright owner, the trademark owner, or the licensed character owner money. So say like Emma created a pattern and somebody took her pattern, like I was talking about in the video. She created a pattern, somebody took that pattern from her, and it was a paid pattern, it was like $2, whatever. Somebody bought the pattern and then put it up on a free website. You can't do that. You can't do that. Christy said, how big will the blanket be when you're done? I have no idea. I don't know. I hope it's going to be big enough for a 2-year-old. I have a tendency to make things bigger than what they need to be, so I am trying not to do that, but I am also trying to, you know, compensate for growth. Because if it's one thing that Red Heart does well, is it lasts for eons. My grandmother's house still has blankets in it that, I mean, I'm 39 years old, and I remember snuggling up in those Red Heart crocheted blankets when I was a baby. And they're still going strong, and Lord only knows how long they was there before I got there. Geneva said, where can we purchase the clippers? I have no idea where I bought them. You might have to try on Amazon. You can try in there. Let me switch my camera so I can see. Can you see their bead landing? I'm trying to get the light to shine on them. That's what they are. Don't know, let's see. Leanne says, easily available in Australia. That's that style. They take a bit to get used to. I've pinched my chubby, pudgy, fat bit. You know, the meaty bit under your forefinger? Yeah, I've done that a couple times myself. Becky said, girl, you do not look 39. I know. People tell me that all the time. Especially here when I say that I'm crocheting a blanket for a grandchild. They're like, you're not old enough to have a grandchild. Well, guess what? I am. Daigo is working on Minions. You're welcome, Geneva. Let me just scroll up because I think that I missed somebody saying something to me. Oh, hello, Laura. Welcome. She just found the channel and she entered the giveaway. Okay. Didn't mean. Cindy is watching me and Forged in Fire on the History Channel. Her Crojo is very faint right now. I would imagine so if your attention is already split 2 ways. Kim said yesterday she finished a Moana inspired fantasy dress in a full dress as my 2-year-old granddaughter is not having a boob tube top. That's funny. All of you guys working on origami. Leanne says that my daughter is 33, still has her granny square blanket that my mom made for her when she was born. It's worn, but it's amazingly loved. See, I don't know how big I should make it, because I mean, I would like for it to grow, you know, with them. They're both 2, so I would like for it to grow with them. But I also don't want it to be so big that they can't, you know, like lug it around behind them with their little sippy cups. Nikki, you did enter the giveaway. I saw your name. Oh yeah, Leslie's talking about she is heading up a thing called Helping Hands, where they are making blankets and things like that for domestic abuse victims. Isn't that awesome? All right, center square done. Yeah. Ooh, I need a sippy. Nikki said, did you draw already? I'm late to the party. No, I am drawing in about 20 minutes. Leave the border off and let them add to it when you teach them how to crochet. Cindy, you are so smart. You are so smart. Look at you. How many people do that? I'm making a blanket for one of my grandbabies. This is a big old granny square pattern, and now I'm making smaller squares because I felt like I needed to. Don't ask me why. I probably should have just kept doing just one big old granny. But, you know, I felt like I needed to flip it up a little bit. Give it, you know, a little bit of design to it. Whew. I'm just plumb worn out. It's been a long day. What is the colored yarn I am using in the granny? Hold on just 1 second and let me finish flipping that. There we go. It is, come here. This is Super Saver Jumbo, and it is in the colorway Wildflowers. I actually bought this because I was going to make her a little mermaid tail. And I started making the mermaid tail, and the scales just weren't coming out to my liking. I was not happy at all with the way that they were coming out. So I frogged it. I have issues with variegated yarns, and they were not, it was, the color changes were not flattering with the crocodile stitch at all. Thank you, Alita. I was seeing, where was it? Where was it? Oh, it was in Maxine's group. Maxine runs a group for New Zealanders for crochet. And I'm not a fan of quick change colorways. I'm not a fan of variegated yarn in general because I just don't like plops of color ending up places where my brain doesn't think that they ought to be. So I don't like to use cake yarns for that reason. I end up cutting the cakes because I can't handle, I just can't handle an abrupt color change in the middle of a row. I can't do it. But there was this woman, she made, it was basically a solid granny square, this massive solid granny square, and she never cut the cakes. She just let them fall where they would, and it was absolutely stunning. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Kayla. Jeanette said that she made a virus shawl out of this color. Ooh, how did that go? Oh, goodbye, Leonie. Thank you for signing in. Marianne said that she has not tried any of the cakes. I have. I have. And I am not a fan. I like cakes that have gradient color changes, very slow color changes. Those are the ones that I like. I do not like mandala or sweet rolls. Those types of cakes, I'm not a fan. Emma is putting up all kinds of nerdy glasses at me. Why are you putting up nerdy glasses at me? Did I say something nerdy? Sally said, I got 2 balls of Red Heart Dreamy because it looked pretty online and didn't realize how huge they are. Now I just have to figure out what to make with them. I also got a few Water Lily. Well, listen, we can always find stuff to make, honestly. Cindy likes birthday cake. Me too, but you know what? I'm keto. So do you want to know what my cheat is going to be? Watermelon. I have been keto for 6 weeks now. Yeah, 6 weeks. No sugar, no carbs. I've had a few cheats here and there, but not very many. Which is going to be hard going home because fried green tomatoes. Have mercy. German chocolate cake with a super cold glass of milk sounds yummy right now. You can have all the German chocolate cake you want because I'm allergic to coconut, so I can't have it. So you can have it all, Daigo. Lindsay said, I like cake yarns, but the pattern has to be just right for them to work. You know what? Before I saw that woman post that picture, I probably would have disagreed with you, but now after seeing that picture, I completely agree with you. It was like this beautiful kaleidoscope, and there were some rows of it where there was like 3 different color changes in one row, and normally that would make me so crazy, but it was just so beautiful. Like just a solid granny square working that, it looked like it was meant to be. Like the sudden color changes were just meant to be. That's the only way to explain it. It was glorious. It was beautiful. I loved it. You gotta have green tomatoes. Yes, I know. I'm so excited about it. I had to go through all the cousins and go, do you have green tomatoes in your garden? Because I need the green tomatoes. And one said, no, I don't have any. And I said, fine, I will go buy them. But then another cousin came through. Becky said, I don't like color changes in the middle of rows either. However, I'm making a shawl using mandala, and I actually love it. Nice. Jeanette likes color changes. Becky loves them fried green tomatoes. Alita said that her husband went and picked her up some mandala and the colors were awful. Oh no. Which colorway did he get you? I like Genie. The Genie colorway. I really do like the colors that are in that. It's a really pretty colorway. And what was the other one? I have one here that's been here for ages. I put it back in its home. I think, gosh, what was that one? I don't even know anymore. Some of them are okay. Some of them I think are hideous, but things that I think are hideous sometimes, you know, other people can make very beautiful things out of them. Someone was talking about chocolate flan and German chocolate cake today, and now I want some. Lord have mercy. Ooh, I couldn't take it. Becky said that she's using Genie for her shawl. You know, my first ever YouTube video was on the Virus Meets Granny shawl, and I used Genie for it. I used 4 balls of Genie for that shawl. Why do I keep doing that? Wizard. I think Wizard is the one that I got in there. Alita, he got you Genie and you don't know what to do with it? There's all kinds of things that you could do with it. Hello, Claire. Oh, she just got the Fiberific July Mystery Lace Club. I am so curious to see the yarn. We have to, I wonder how long we're going to have to wait for Chantel to say that they can post spoilers, because she's in Bendigo. She's busy. She doesn't have time for shenanigans because she's busy. What colors are in Genie? Oh, I don't have the shawl in here. It's in my bedroom. There is like a teal color in it. There is a cream color in it. There is a gray. Wait, is there a cream color in it? Maybe not. There's teal and very dark gray, light gray. Alita, I don't remember there being any brown in Genie. German chocolate cheesecake. Ooh. Somebody will have to go to the website and look for the colors. So I really don't think that there's a brown in there. Y'all need to stop it. I'm gonna have to go get me some watermelon. Cause I can't have cake. No. Christy said, sorry, that doesn't sound good. German chocolate cheesecake. I don't know that. I mean, it's been a long time since I've had German chocolate anything because of my allergy. But I don't know. I don't know that. I love me some cheesecake. Love cheesecake. It's one of my favorite things in the world. Genie is mint green, white, and gray. Is that what they call it? Mint green? Sandra said, are you allowed to have all fruits or just melons? Yeah, I'm not allowed to have melons. I'm going to cheat to have melons. You can have berries in moderation, and that's it. No other fruits, because there's way too much sugar in fruits. Hello, Rebecca. Welcome back. Ooh. Ooh, it's almost time, isn't it? Almost time. I didn't get a bag of Stylecraft pegs out here. I should have done that, shouldn't I? Am I losing on it? I have lost 24 pounds in 6 weeks. So yes, I am. But I have made sacrifices. It was very, very, very hard for me to get used to not drinking sweet tea, because I am the type of person where I like if you didn't have to give me an insulin shot after drinking a glass of sweet tea, it wasn't sweet enough. And I would almost gag if restaurants brought me unsweet tea instead of sweet tea. Whew. So it has been an adjustment. Sacrifices have been made. If yarn breaks a lot, question, is it old yarn breaking? Your yarn is breaking? Where in the South am I from? I am from South Carolina, the very, very, very bottom portion of South Carolina. I don't live there now, but that is where I am from. I'm not going to start another row right now. Let me see how many. Lord. I'm just looking at the people who have entered since we started, and Emma, you're funny. You're very funny. Oh, gotta love friends. I in New Mexico. I live in the desert now. I literally live in the middle of nowhere. I live 2 hours north of Roswell, 2 hours like the northwest of Lubbock, Texas, 2 hours southwest of Amarillo. Like I mean, I'm 4 hours from Albuquerque. But I'll be moving soon. You grew up in New Mexico, Jeanette. Where did you grow up? Where at? Kim is on the water. Well, I will be soon too. In 2 days. 2 days, that salty air is just going to take over my senses. So excited. Yes, Sandra, I am 2 hours from everywhere. Florida. I will be moving to Florida. Hello, Melody from Colorado. Ooh. I think it's time. We can start drawing, can't we? Salt air makes you so happy. You have no idea. You have no idea. The town that I am from is nothing but a bunch of islands connected with bridges in the middle of the water, and everybody who is from my hometown says that they know that they're home when they can smell the pluff mud, because the tide goes up and then it goes down, and the pluff mud has a very pungent odor to it, but it's the smell of home. Like, there's only 2 bridges to get into town proper, and everybody rolls down their windows if they've been gone for a long time just to take a big old whiff of the pluff mud. Salty air. Cindy, it's the truth, from dry heat to high humidity. And do you know what I had to go through when I got here? Because my hair was horrible when I first moved here because the climate was so different from what I was used to. And now I've gotten it under wraps. I know what's going on with my hair, and I'm going to get off that plane on Thursday, and I just know it's going to go. Lord have mercy. Suzette says that her husband grew up in Charleston and he knows exactly where you're from. Yep, he's part of the Low Country. I am from Beaufort. I'm from an hour and a half south of where he's from. So he knows all about that smell. I miss that smell. My hair's going to go into shock. That's the truth. It's going to be horrible. Horrible. Suzette said he was right. Did he guess Beaufort? Well, I mean, I would hope so, seeing how he was raised in South Carolina. It's the southernmost town in South Carolina. That smell is fabulous. I love that smell. Tourists always complain about it, but we're like, go back to Ohio. Sally said, give me dry heat over humidity any day. You know, I would have agreed with you before I knew better. My skin is so dry. Like, I am constantly slathering moisturizer all over me, and my skin has aged so much. And it's almost 3 years now that I've been living here, and before I came here, I had no wrinkles on my face at all. I had very, very normal skin. I never had any flaking of my skin anywhere, and I mean, I'm a snake now. I have wrinkles all over the place. Ugh, I can't keep my skin moisturized enough. My skin misses the humidity. My hair doesn't, but my skin misses the humidity. Okay, it's 7:01. We have to draw. Okay, so what I am going to do, everybody is paying attention. What I am going to do is I am going to let you guys choose a number. The first number that pops up, I'm going to give you a range. The first number that pops up in my chat, I'm going to find that row on my Excel spreadsheet, and that is the person that wins. Do you guys want to draw for the pegs first, or do you want to draw for the yarn first? Let me know. We will figure out. Emma says, North Virginia humidity is like living in the tropics. Oh, y'all are already throwing out numbers. Christy says yarn. Tracy says yarn. Carrie says pegs. Hi, Carrie. Nikki's pegs. Sally's yarn. Leanne says pegs. Yarn. The yarn. And by the way, whoever it is that wins this, I am so sorry. Rehanking yarn is not my thing, and this was so stinking pretty that when I unboxed it, I had to like pull it out of its little nifty thing. Pegs yarn. Okay, so it looks like the vast majority of people want to do the yarn first. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a number, two different numbers. You have to pick within that range. The first number that gets thrown up in chat is the one that I am going to choose. So choose between 2 and 174. 24. Marianne said, how do I join? 24. Okay, 24 is the first number that I saw. Let's find number 24. 24 is Melinda Hogue from Texas. Let me change that to a different color. I don't think Melinda is in here. I haven't heard her. I haven't seen her speaking. So I don't think she's in here. Wow, y'all were throwing out some numbers. All right, so the last number that I see is Karen. So Melinda won the yarn. She's from Texas, and she won the yarn. The next one is the Stylecraft pegs. And same numbers. Throw them out. First number that I see. Marianne's 48. Well, she is on it. Okay, 48. Kathleen King from Columbia, Connecticut is the winner of the pegs. Congratulations to both of those. And you know what? I don't think that either of those guys are in here. But I will send them emails and let them know. So excited. And don't get upset if you didn't win, because there'll be another one. I have all kinds of yarn to give away. I can always make Stylecraft pegs or paint box pegs to give away. So don't get disheartened if you didn't win. There's always next time. Oh, that's not the one I'm working on. Mercy. I hope that they are going to be excited about winning it. Yay. What is, before the people that are just here for the giveaway click out, I have to tell you, if you're bi-stitchable, Pippin Poppycock started a knitting group. So there's the Pippin Crochet Club, which I'm sure a whole bunch of you guys are familiar with because I film the tutorials for Emma, but she started the Pippin Knit Club. So in the description of this video, I have a link to that. Just remember to right-click on it if you're gonna go to that. It's a Facebook group. So if you don't have Facebook, then it's not going to help you. But isn't that exciting? She's doing a knitting group now too. I will not be filming videos for that because I don't know how to knit. I'm sorry. Here we go. We're gonna start a new one. Marianne said, no idea how this works, but it was kind of fun. Thank you for choosing the numbers for being so quick, Marianne. Leanne said they will be happy soon. So nice of you to do your giveaways. Aw, thank you. I enjoy it. Marianne said, Marianne, you should subscribe to the channel. I posted a video a couple days ago. It's been open for, I want to say, like 5 days, maybe. The registration for it has been open for about 5 days. So it's been open for quite some time. Hello, Linda. Christy, I think that I do want to learn to knit, but my problem is that I only have so many hours in a day. And I have so much stuff going on that I think that if I attempted to learn how to knit, that my crocheting would suffer, and I don't want that to happen to my crochet. Kim said it would be interesting to know who in this chat was close to the number. Let me look. Let me see. Go see me squinting for some time. Let me see. Cindy Nichols was, I don't even know if I want to tell you. Cindy Nichols was 2 numbers off. Cindy was 51 and the pegs were 48. Alita was 44 and the number was 48. Let me see. Suzette was 55. Rebecca was 57. Let me get back up here around 24. Carrie was 22. Darlene was 21. Lindsay was 27. Nikki was 29. I think those were the ones that were the closest. Poor Cindy, I knew I knew when I saw that you were gonna say rats. Poor things. Leanne said, oh yes, there's a little something, a little secret going on for you. Thanks for the reminder. Anything you can share with us yet? Unfortunately, I cannot, but what I can tell you is that it is a very long process, and I'm sorry if you hear dishes banging around in the background. It's a process, and it's going to be at least another couple months before anything gets started with it. Very, very, very early stages of it. In fact, you guys saw the very first stage of it. So it's going to be a while. Marianne said, I loved your video on the yarn prices. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. That's me getting a little bit nerdy with everybody. Good night, Laura. Linda says, what's the project that you are working on? I am making a blanket for one of my grandbabies. Karma? Why do you think that... What's karma, Cindy? What happened? Why is that yarn like that? Stop that. Is that 3? Okay. Oh, shoot. Get back there. I got quiet all of a sudden. Alita's still calling out numbers. You don't have to call out numbers anymore, Alita. Ooh, it was loud. I have no idea what's going on outside of this room, but something's happening. Daigo is back. Looks like she caught up. Well, yay. I don't know why. Daigo's stream, if somebody knows why that happens to her, like no matter what live stream it is that she's in, she ends up falling behind for some reason. Like her live stream does not run at the same pace as everybody else. And the only thing that I can think of is, Daigo, maybe you have your video set to slow, to a slower speed, because you can slow down or speed up videos on YouTube. I don't know if you can do that for live videos, but I know that it's a thing with regular videos. Marianne said, I almost bought some of the paint box, but I need to focus on using up more of my stash before trying to get new stuff. You know what, Marianne? They actually do sales. I know at least twice a year they do sales. So, you know, another 5 or 6 months from now. When was the last time I bought yarn? The last time I bought yarn, they had a sale, and that was in February, the middle of February. So it's, you know, July now, and they're having a sale. So about, you know, every 5 months or so, they have a sale. I just save up my money and wait for the sales to come, and then I binge. Oh, Geneva, I'm so sorry. Geneva is one of our hearing impaired people, and I always forget, and I look down so she can't read my lips, so she gets kind of lost sometimes. Pippin said, ooh, are you going to have a Hook Tales documenting your hooking on your vacation? I don't know. I'm flying coach. My hope is that my first flight, I have a layover. I have like a 3.5 hour layover in Houston. And I'm hoping that because it's such an early morning flight that nobody's going to be on the flight and that I'll get to crochet on the flight. But then from Houston to Jacksonville, I'm sure I'm going to be sardined in like this and not be able to crochet. But I was thinking of maybe going into the Michaels in Jacksonville or the AC Moore or something like that, and maybe going live on Facebook, because there's a lot of people that haven't seen inside them, you know, because they don't have them in other countries. And then there are, I mean, the Michaels in Florida that my cousin goes through, it is super nice. And Lord, the yarn that they have, like they have copious amounts of yarn. The nearest Michaels to me is 2 hours away, and I went in there and they had half an aisle. Half an aisle. Do you know how cranky I was? I drove 2 hours for half an aisle of yarn. Was not happy. Oh. Suzette said their site said an extra 10% off if you order 100. Is that on top of all of the other discounts? So for today only, they have, it is, I think it's 15%. Shoot, hold on. Hold on, and I will tell you. It is actually 20% off when you spend $100, and then it is an extra 25% off when you spend $150. So when it's actually a code. The sale for paint box yarn and all of that is already built into the system, so you don't have to use a code for that. So like if you've never used Love Crochet before, then they will send you a 15% coupon code and you can put that in at checkout. So those two will stack, but you wouldn't be able to use the 15% and the 20% off because they're both coupon codes. So everything is already discounted. The paint box is already discounted on the website. So if you order over $100, then you can get it for 45% off. That's good. Let's see. Nancy said, I love AC Moore in Jacksonville, but it's a 4-hour drive for me. We could meet at the AC Moore in Jacksonville and go have some coffee afterwards. I'm just saying. The AC Moore there is really big. It's nice. I would have thrown a fit like a 2-year-old if I drove 2 hours and only had half an aisle. You know, I was not happy. I was extremely unhappy. I was so unhappy that I walked in there and I saw that it was just half an aisle of yarn. I just turned around and I walked right on back out. I could not with life at that point. Whew, let's see. Coffee with butter. No, that's a keto thing, and they call that bulletproof coffee, and I do not put butter in my coffee. I think it's disgusting. No. Karen said that her Walmart is revamping the yarn section. Woo! Good night, Melody. Thank you for hanging out with us for a little bit. Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Hey, 2 squares done. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. AC Moore is your guilty pleasure. Good night, Suzette. 3 a.m. does come early. Oof. Daigo doesn't have a computer? Bless your heart. I don't know how to fix it on a mobile device, Daigo. I'm sorry, but I'm almost positive that that's what's going on with you. It has to be what's going on with you. Whew. I get so excited when I get to give away yarn, y'all. It's like an adrenaline rush. And then when it's over, I'm like... I'm sure Emma knows what the feeling is because Emma does a lot of giveaways in the Pippin Crochet Club. Y'all, I almost forgot to pack my yarn. Can you believe that? I was gathering up things that I needed to take with me. I almost forgot about yarn. Only me. Do you see the red line under the video? Oh, she's trying to help Daigo. 1, 2, 3. How much yarn am I taking? I am taking, well, for me to work with, I am taking 3 balls of yarn. I don't know if I'm going to get through it all, but that's what I'm taking with me. And then I am taking some of my yarn to give to my cousin who crochets. Because I love her and I don't think that she has enough yarn in her house. She has so much yarn that like she has taken over the wine rack. There's no more wine bottles in it. It's all it's all skeins of yarn. It's kind of crazy. She has a whole office and she has like yarn stashed in all kinds of places. It's pretty funny. Kim said that on her last vacation she took more yarn than she took clothes. That's funny. That's very funny. I don't think I'm going to do that because I'm going to be there for a whole week. And I only want to take one suitcase in my carry-on because I hate baggage fees. I hate that those became a thing and I'm not flying on Southwest. So I have to pay baggage fees. $25 per bag. How stupid is that, huh? As if it wasn't expensive enough to fly as it is. Oh, it fires me up. Suzanne said, I'm back. What did I miss? I have no idea what you missed. Absolutely none. Were you here for the drawing of the winners? Because we did that. That was a thing. Rebecca said she has never been on a plane before. Whew. I've been on so many planes. There was a time in my life where I traveled so much that the bartenders in airports, specifically in Chicago, not Chicago, Charlotte, North Carolina, the bartenders knew me by name, and I always felt strange when they would say my name when I walked up to the bar, because like I'm not an alcoholic or a lush or anything. I would just go hang out at the bar and watch TV while I was waiting for my next flight, and those people knew me by name, and every time I'd walk in and they would say, hey, Stephanie, the regular, everybody would just look at me like I was some kind of drunk. I used to travel a lot in my early 20s. Kim said that her baggage cost more than the flight two vacations ago. Holy cow. Leanne said, that's funny, you're lush. I'm not a lush. Honest to goodness, I'm not. I never have been. It's just whenever you're in airports, you know, I would rather sit there and watch TV and have a little munchy munch than just sit at the gate waiting. Good night, Nancy. I will talk to you. I'll still be on Facebook while I'm on vacation, just not as prominent as I am, you know, currently, because I'll be spending time with family. Daigo, did Pippin get it figured out for you? Have you finally caught up? Are you live with us? Like really live with us? She might be. She might very well be. We would just have, oh, celebrations! We hit 5,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. We hit it last night. I tried to stay awake for it, but I couldn't. So, there are a whole bunch of other channels out there who have a lot more subscribers, but it's a milestone and I'm happy about it. Because I hit 5,000 subscribers to my channel and I posted my first video, I think in November? I think it was in November. So I'm pretty happy about that. It's a good day. $5,000 is very awesome. I think it's super. We got a big old family here. Daigo still hasn't responded to say if she's actually live with us. I'm curious to know if that was the problem. Are all of the Australians going to go into withdrawal because there won't be a live chat tomorrow night because of Bendigo? Poor things. And now I think this is my 4th live chat on this channel, but I've been attending Fiberific's live chats for a long time, and you end up getting used to them. You really do. There ends up being like a core group of people that are always there, and it's always just something to look forward to. Especially for me, because I'm in such a small town that, you know, stitching gatherings, they're not really a thing. Like, we just got a local yarn short. I can't talk. Why can't I talk? We just got a local yarn shop here not too long ago, and they've had one stitch gathering. And it was kind of strange because there was supposed to be a big event in the town square, and it rained. So the owner of the shop allowed everybody to come into her area because she had a big, huge open area. So all the vendors and everything was in there, and there was a band that was in there, and I couldn't concentrate. There was too much stuff going on. It was kind of crazy. So these are kind of like my little stitch gatherings, and I like them. Let me see. Sally said, I know, I wish I was going to Bendigo. You should be going to Bendigo. I mean, you're so close. Compared to me, you are so close. You should be going to Bendigo. Linda said, I finally finished enough granny squares for a twin bed. Go you. Have you connected them, though? That's the question. Kim's definitely going to have withdrawals. I understand. Leanne's going to have withdrawals. Thank you, Sabrina. Daigo is back. Don't feel silly. You didn't know. It's okay. I'm glad we got it figured out for you. Shark Week is next week. Oh, I hate sharks. I mean, I don't hate sharks. I don't hate them. They're God's creatures, you know. They're okay. They, you know, Sharks are so scary. They are so scary. Sally said, I left it a little bit too late and there is no accommodation available. I think, weren't they talking about that? Like everything was filled up. I think somebody else said that they were trying to, that they had left it too late as well and they had wanted to go to Bendigo, but they couldn't find a place to stay. I think Chantel says that, didn't she say that like she like makes her reservation or something like that when she leaves? Bendigo, or no wait, Shark Week on the Discovery Channel. It's all the stuff about sharks. That's what starts on Sunday. My poppy used to love watching Shark Week. And it's always, sharks have always scared me. I guess it might be because I've been from, you know, the water and I've seen what they can do. My mother was bit on her leg by a shark when she was young. And then when they started tagging sharks and you could go onto that app and you could look at all of the great whites and where they, well, not all of them, but the ones that they had tagged and where they were at. Lord have mercy. I was done. There is a shark called the Mary Lee. She's a big old great white, and she would come, I mean, all around the islands where I lived, like all up in it. And there was one year where she was there for like 6 months, and for 6 months we had like pieces of dolphins, like dolphin heads and dolphin tails. I mean, she was killing everything, and it was washing up on all of the beaches around. And she would go up into the brackish waters where she would go upstream. She would swim up the stream from the saltwater ocean into the brackish water. It was crazy. I don't know what she was doing that year, but it was terrifying. I didn't even want to look at the water. It's Bendigo, Marianne, and it is the largest fiber festival in Australia. It happens once a year, and that is starting. Kim said that she used to have that shark locator app. I used to too. I mean, I still technically have it. I just don't have it on any of my devices because I'm in the desert. And there's no need for me to look at it. I want to go to Bendigo. Just so I can say that I've been to Bendigo. Christy said that great whites are her favorite. She's been great white shark diving. That is all you. I will wait on the beach for you. I'm okay with it. I don't even like to get in boats because I learn from other people's mistakes. Jaws was a thing. The Titanic, that was the thing. And there was this movie that I watched when I was a little kid, and it was I forget what the movie was called, but it was either this marlin or a swordfish poked a hole or something, and maybe that was Bugs Bunny. I don't know, but it freaked me out. Marlins and swordfish scare me. Whew. Not okay with it. You never know where a shark is lurking. They're not lurking in the deserts of New Mexico. I'm safe here. Pippin said road trip. Okay, you wanna go to Bendigo with me? We're gonna fly to Australia and go to Bendigo next year. Being that it's winter. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, that's a downside, Emma, that we're gonna have to consider. They're in full-on winter there. Full-on winter. And it's in southern Australia, so it's super winter there. They're close to the South Pole. Still want to go? But it's winter. It's cold. Good night, Karen. Thank you for hanging out with us for a little bit. And we are supposed to be planning for other things, Emma. It would be kind of hard to do Bendigo and the other things at the same time. No, their cold is really cold, Cindy. Like they have snow and stuff. It's cold. Emma's gonna crochet herself a sweater. And she's gonna be fine. Christy said it would be awesome to see the whales migrate. Where did I see? I don't think, you know what? I think it was last year's Shark Week. They had a special on the migration of the great whites down at the Cape around Africa down there. That was actually a pretty neat show. I'm not a spoiled sport. I'm just throwing out, you know, facts. You and I, we have something going on that we're supposed to be planning for, and it's gonna be right around that time or super close to it. Not trying to be a spoiled sport. Yeah, that's true. You are British. I'm not okay. I'm an island girl. I'm not okay. It gets below 70 degrees and I'm freezing. I'm wrapping up in a blanket. Chrissy said, I'm in Michigan and I don't like having one winter, let alone 2 winters. Yeah. I'm not a fan of winter. I forget who it was when I was telling them they were going to, they were going somewhere in Europe, and they were going, I think it was in October or something like that, and I was telling them that they needed to take warmer clothes, and they're from the area that I'm from, and they're like, it's October, it's gonna be fine. And I said, dude, do you realize that if you look at a map, Rome is closer to the North Pole, it is more north towards the North Pole than New York City. So how cold is it in October in New York City? It's pretty chilly, and you're going even further north than where Rome is in Europe. Yes, it's cold. I'm gonna need you to take a jacket. Pippin's got the islands out. Yes. Daigo, I was seeing that. Like it was crazy. Texas has got some really, really hot weather. Becky said I'd rather have it cold than hot. You know, okay, so in truth, I'm okay with the cold. I'm not excited about being cold, but I'm okay with the cold. What I do not like is snow and ice. I dislike snow and ice. Snow is filthy. I dislike it. I don't like driving in it at all. So I'm okay with the cold. I'm not okay with what accompanies cold. It's a chance to wear all of the wonderful things we create, and if enough of us go together, we could rent a house or even 2 houses. Come on, Leanne. Stop encouraging Pippin because we have plans. I can't tell you what plans. Oh, that's horrible. Poor Leanne is good. Poor Leanne and Cindy are gonna strangle me because I keep talking about things that I can't share information on. Oh. Sally said that she's only ever seen it snow once, and that was 35 years ago. No, Cindy, actually, that has nothing to do with my yarn. Emma and I will be speaking about it. She is going on vacation in August with her family, and I am going on vacation, and I have a business trip next month that is right around the same time that she's going on vacation. So after she gets back from vacation, we will be working on finalizing plans for that, and then we'll be able to announce it to everybody else. I'm so sorry. Poor thing. I really didn't even think about that, but before I said that. It's a horrible climate in Houston? Why is it a horrible climate in Houston? I mean, it's hot because it's Texas, but aren't you close to the ocean? Isn't Houston close to the... Yeah. It's not a horrible climate. It's a good climate. Trish says that she lives in Canada and we would die if we ever came there. Oh, shoot. I forgot to carry that yarn. Yes, you're right. I would die. When I traveled, and I still have it. In my early 20s, I used to be an international trainer for Ruby Tuesday. So my entire job was traveling around the world, and I would train people on how to work in Ruby Tuesdays, the Ruby Tuesday way. And I would open up stores or restaurants. So I had to go to some rather cold places, and my little island self was not dealing with it well at all. And I bought this jacket. Now I'm short. I'm only 5'2". And this jacket literally comes down to my ankles. It's a normal person size jacket, but it comes down to my ankles because I'm so short. And it is down, and it's heavy, 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 and it is ugly. It's this horrible color brown, and it's got this big old thing, this big old hoodie with this fur around it. It is ugly as sin, and people used to make jokes on my behalf all the time. And you know what? I didn't care, because when I put on that jacket, it was like this instant barrier. Like this bubble was placed around me, and there was no cold getting in it at all. And I won't let go of that jacket. I mean, that was my early 20s when I worked for Ruby Tuesday. I still have that thing. I won't let it go. Humidity, can't breathe, hurricanes. Hey, look. A hurricane is the only natural disaster that you can see coming and that you have time to get away from. You may not come back to anything, but you can survive it. The only natural disaster that gives you warning. Just saying. Emma said I'd take cold over the humidity. That is one benefit of being in the desert. I really thought that I was going to freeze when I was here, but you know, 50 degrees here feels a whole lot different than 50 degrees at home. A whole lot different. Cindy said, I'll take humidity over twisters and hurricanes. Oof. You know, dust devils. Those things scare the... I can't tell you how many times I've driven through dust devils because they just pop up on you, and it gets so hot here that they happen all the stinking time. Cindy said 100% humidity is hectic. We have that a lot. Or Kim said that, rather. Kim, where are you? 100% humidity? Does that mean that you're a fish? Because that means that, like... Ooh. South Dakota was too dry. The cold was much easier. I have only ever been to South Dakota for Sturgis, so I don't know about the winters there. Oh, Kim is in Australia. Wow, Trish said that she would rather live where the cold hurts her face than deal with humidity. Have mercy. That's pretty serious. That is a hardcore dislike of humidity there. All of you people are trying to get away from humidity, and I'm just dying to get back to it. I mean, just dying to get back to it. I have to take baths in oil of Olay. Like, I wish that they sold oil of Olay in gallon jugs. Oh. You lived right by Sturgis? I have a brother that lives in Custer. Custer is where I go normally for Sturgis, the big ones. You know, like the 75th rally, I went and I worked because they need bartenders, because you know that hardly anybody lives there, and then whenever the rally comes along, there's so many people that come to the area that they have to ship in their staff. So I would go and I would go work at his bar. I think I was there for the 75th and then the 76th, but I didn't go last year for the 77th, and I'm not going this year for the 78th. I probably won't go to the year after. I'll probably go for the 80th, though, because the 5s and the 0s, those are always really big rallies, so they need help. Cindy said, I don't like flatlands. Look, the wind is no joke. And the flatlands, when there's no trees and nothing to break it up, the wind is just no joke. Leslie said her daughter had to leave her apartment every year in Sturgis so they could rent it. I believe it. I believe it. I'm so thankful that I have family to stay with whenever I would go there, because I don't want to pay those prices. Yay! 3 squares today, you guys. We got about 12 minutes left, and I did 3 squares. With breaks, you know, of course. Dum, dum, dum. Looky there. Looky there. I think they'll be cute. Ooh. I think they will be cute. Let's see. If I can get all my strings out of the stinking way. It's going to be a lot of ends to tie in, y'all. I'm going to be unhappy about that. Yeah, that'll be cute. And then I'll probably do the round thing around it. Yeah. That'll do. Oh, good night, Cindy. I will see you in 2 weeks. Oh. I hope she likes the colors too. Regarding your grannies, what crochet technique will you join them with? And then are you going to do a border? I don't know what stitch I'm going to use to join them with yet. I mean, you know, it's for a 2-year-old, so the crocheter in me that wants it to stay together for forever is like, okay, just do a single crochet up the back and make sure that sucker is real good and secure. But I don't know. And yes, I'm gonna do a border. I don't know what kind of border yet, but yes, I'm gonna make her a border. Wait, I'm not gonna do a border. I'm not going to do a border because I'm going to leave it borderless. So if she grows and she wants it... Wait, should I do that? What if Red Heart stops making that yarn, y'all? Ugh, I never know how big to make these things. Have mercy. I don't know. I really don't know. Good night, Linda. Thank you. Good night, Marianne. Ooh, let's see. Ah, yes, that's right. Teach her to border. Well, you know, I liked the idea of leaving it without a border, so that way, you know, as she grew, I could add on to it. But what happens if they stop making, you know, like the wildflowers? I'm pretty sure that they're always going to have this cream color because they've always had it. It's one of their original colors. But this one, you know, it kind of worries me. How big is it right now? Let me see. Let me see. Ugh, trying to reach. Lord have mercy. It's about 20 inches. 20 by 20. Because it's square. Make it big enough to fit her bed, and then when she grows older, it will turn into a throw or a lap blanket. That's a good idea. And she's got one of those little toddler beds right now, so I think that if I made it big enough to fit on the toddler bed, then it would still be small enough, you know, light enough for her to tug around with her. Because it's, you know, worsted weight yarn, so it's going to be heavy. That's what I was concerned about. I was concerned about making it too big for their little bodies to lug around. One more day and I wake up and I'm on vacation. I can't tell you guys how excited I am about that. I need to make sure that I touched on everything. I told you about Pippin's Knitting Club. The link's in the description. We did the giveaway. It's my birthday. 5,000 subscribers. I don't think I missed anything. Sandra said even if they don't make that yarn anymore, you can use another yarn since it has so many lovely colors in it. That's true. That's very, very true. I love, love, love this turquoise color in it. And coincidentally, it is only enough, the color repeat is only enough to do like 2 stitches. That's it. Just 2 stitches, and then it's gone, and then it transitions into another color. Like right there, 2 stitches, 2 stitches there. It's just, it's ridiculous. There's my Aunt Jean Ann. Hello, Aunt Jean Ann. I love you so much. One day and I wake up. You can always make a smaller lovey for her to carry around. Yes, yes, I could. But at this rate, the regular blanket isn't going to be ready by Christmas if I don't get on the ball and start working on it outside of live chats, which is what I really should do. But it dries out my hands and it's so rough that it hurts me, so I have to take breaks from it. Whew. Everybody's saying hi to my Aunt Jean. It's really late for you. This one is for Raiden. This is Raiden's blanket. This one is Raiden's. This is the main body of it. It's one big old square, and then these squares will line the outside of it, and then I'll do a couple more rows around to block them in. But that's going to be Raiden's blanket. Whew. And it's almost time for me to say goodbye. And I feel bad because I know that, like, the Australians, you guys, you're not going to get, I won't be here for next Tuesday's live chat, and I don't think that Chantel will be back the next week either. So you're going to end up like a full-blown week with no live crochet chat from anybody. Aunt Jean said, "Where are you going to put that satin feel? She will love it." What satin feel? I don't understand what you're saying. Welcome back, Leanne. You're here just in time. We only have 3 minutes left. I'm so sorry. Bob Wilson 123. Bob, she's at Bendigo as well, isn't she? Oh, I hope that the kids like to touch it, because if not, it's gonna be a whole lot of time for nothing. I think Bob Wilson is at Bendigo as well. So, oh, she's in the UK. Yeah, all of the crocheters, like, we should have, like, tried to plan this better. Like, everybody who does live chats during the week in the crochet world is like, everybody's away at the same time. That's not good. Sorry. But like I said, maybe I'll try to go live, like if I go to AC Moore or something like that, or Michael's in Jacksonville, because they do have a nice good size Michael's there. So maybe I'll try to do a live Facebook or something in the Facebook group for the people that have never been to a Michael's before. Leanne said, "Oh yeah, she's going to Bendigo also. You're mean to leave all at the same time." I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have to go see my family. I needed saltwater gospel injection. I need it in my life. It's been a whole year. This week, a year ago, was when I was home last. So it's been a whole year since I've smelt the salty air. Oh, yay, when family comes into the chat. Remember your camo blanket with the satin touch that you used to love to sleep with when you were It's, that was a poncho liner. That was Poppy's poncho liner. And yes, shrimp. Oh, shrimp. I'm so excited for shrimp, guys. Everybody's like, you can go to the Red Lobster and get shrimp. No. No, no, no. Not when you were born and raised that if you wanted shrimp, you just went out into the backyard and you threw the net and you pulled them in. Yeah, the satin edge was a big thing. She's for those of you who are military, they there's these blankets and they're warm. They're super super thin, but they're called poncho liners, and they were worn under the ponchos, but they're like this. It is kind of satiny, and I had this thing that whenever I was little, I would fall asleep. My whole family's, you know, military, so everybody had poncho liners, and I would take it and I would rub it between my fingers up close to my ear, and the scratchy sound is what I would fall asleep to. That's what she's talking about. Leanne said, tell me all your shrimp boats are called Jenny. You want me to tell you something, Leanne? If you want to see my hometown and you want to see where I'm from, watch Forrest Gump, because almost all of it was filmed in my hometown. True story. Greenbow, Alabama in Forrest Gump was actually Beaufort, South Carolina. The majority of it was filmed there. That sweet swamp smell. I take offense. We do not have swamps. We have marshlands. Yes, I will get goosebumps. As soon as I go over the bridges and can smell that pluff mud, I will get the goosebumps. And fried green tomatoes. So excited. Okie dokie. So it's 8 o'clock my time, so that means that we have been going for 2 hours. Don't forget, from like 5 seconds ago, I'm going to be gone next week. So there is not going to be a live chat for next week. But you can always catch me in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group. I won't be as active as I normally am because I'm going to be with my family, but hopefully I will still have time to check on my messages and respond to folks. You guys have a great week, and I will see you when I get back from my vacation. Bye, guys.